Alright, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. Let's continue where we stopped. My money is on Nicholas being the one who actually got in and stole everything. He probably ran off to live a rich, retired life, but let's talk to Zira.
That lamp definitely belonged to Nicholas.
How can you be certain?
I procured it for him. I saw him drop the lamp. It hit the path and went out. And all I remember is darkness and pain.
Were you on the path? I thought you were holding the panel.
I just grab the ashes so we can leave. I don't want to spend any more time in this place. Bring the ashes. We should return to Quen and walk softly.
Okay, this looks like another trap, so here goes.
Velsa, you could let go of the panel.
I know what you did.
What?
I know how they died. How you killed them.
That's low, Velsa. Even for you.
Always had to be the hero. Be the Guildmaster's darling.
You're cracked. I didn't need anyone's approval.
You held the panel. From here you saw the creatures closing in. You thought you could save them. Only you! So you released the panel, grabbed your weapon, rushed out to meet them.
I could have saved them.
Because in your head, you are the hero. But the light faded. The darkness rushed in and ate them alive!
I tried to reach them.
And the darkness tried to eat you alive, so you had to recover from your wounds. That's why you didn't return to Abba's Landing. At least not soon enough.
I crawled from the tomb. The darkness... You can't imagine the pain.
You were the only one who could have warned the Guild. Who could tell them the Iron Wheel was coming.
Velsa, stop.
Zira, you were never the hero. You were always a thief. Now, you're just a shadow.
Okay, that's interesting to learn. So that's how they died. If they actually died at all.
Quen, it's a bad idea.
Words escape me.
Someone tell me what I'm seeing.
We heard strange noises in the chasm. Stone grinding against stone. Quen, well...
I found this invisible bridge.
So you followed my advice and threw yourself into the chasm.
The ashes. Spread them on the bridge to see where it leads. And Quen, get back from there.
Anybody having a Dark Souls 1 moment here? Down in the caves where you're going to see Seath the Scaleless. That was one of the most brutal parts in any video game I've played so far, like where you did not know where you were supposed to be going. Oh, well. Way Shrine, are you kidding me? Oh. I thought we were doing just fine. I'm not sure how we died. Okay, I know it bends to the right here. Just be careful.
Clear the way. We'll be right behind you.
Okay, we got a gargoyle here. Probably gonna have to. Okay, that takes care of that.
The door to the treasure vaults, just through this crypt. We made it.
Do all crypts come with whatever that is?
Every tomb needs a guardian. And old Yokuden saying, wasn't it?
Your introduction is formless and without grace. Recite Denobia's maxim.
That's alarming.
Felsa, Quen, walk softly. Stay back. If it's hostile, we'll handle it.
Recite Denobia's maxim, or you shall be deemed trespassers.
It must be some kind of passphrase. If you have any ideas, now's the time to call them out.
You can't seriously expect us to.
Falora!
Yakuda!
Passphrase!
Gaiden Shinji!
Idiots.
Velsa, you aren't even trying.
Trespasser! Denobia's justice falls upon you!
Okay, okay. What is the matriarch doing?
You're right. I honestly thought it would kill us all.
Come on, let's see what's in the treasure vaults.
That was quite an interesting fight. Okay, let's take a look here. I think our game audio is quite loud. Alright, let's go in. Actually, we'll just control that out here. More puzzles?
Let me see that. Nicholas used half maps like this. Thin overlays placed atop existing maps. You line them up with common points of reference.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
What's wrong with that skeleton? Missing its head. It looks like it was hacked off. Must have been done by whoever stole the dowry. But why desecrate a skeleton?
That page, is it from the journal Nicholas kept? Tuwaka watches over you. The passphrase for the Crypt Guardian? I nearly had it.
Okay, this is looking very fishy.
Nicholas survived somehow. He came here and took Magnifica Felora's dowry for himself. I don't want to believe it, but that's how it seems. Unless I'm missing something.
We found a page from his journal.
Something?
No, we found a page from his journal. It had the passphrase for the Crypt's Guardian.
This is his handwriting. But it could have been taken from his journal by someone else. The skeleton must be Denobia herself. This is her tomb, after all. I don't see what it has to do with Nicholas, missing skull or not.
Yeah, but Velsa said Nicholas used the half map.
3 points on this sheet. Nicholas always used Abaz Landing and Noshira Citadel as a reference. If I line up those 2 points... Well now, the 3rd point is in Hughes Bane, out in the middle of nowhere.
If Nicholas did steal the dowry, though, why would he leave this here?
Trash he left behind? 3 dots on a page are meaningless unless you know the trick. The only people who did were dead on Maluk's path. Head to Hughes Bane. If Nicholas does have a hideout in the desert, it's time we crack it open.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It was so obvious from the very start. Okay. Let's return to Abaz Landing. So we have to meet Zira at Nicholas's desert retreat. Okay, let's go ruin his party. I won't be surprised to find he was actually working with the Iron Wheel.
Nicholas had a disguise kit just like this one. In fact, this is his disguise kit.
The money and documents were delivered to Lady Yelani Montaigne as expected. Hubalajad Palace is now leased solely to my holdings. It shall serve as a good base of operations for what is to come.
Papers, signed by Kosh? What are those doing here? Look closely. There's a hollow crystal with... Is that blood inside? Where's blood? Ancient Yakutan coins, stamped with the likeness of Denobia. Those must be from the dowry. I know how Nicholas survived Maluk's path.
How did he survive it?
The crystal must contain Aldenobia blood. Maluk's path would ignore you if you held it. You'd need a lamp to find your way through the darkness so you could grab a handful of ashes. From there, all you'd need is the Crypt Guardian's passphrase.
The Denobia coins were definitely from the tomb, and you said that disguise kit belonged to Nicholas.
I've seen enough. Nicholas faked his death and stole the dowry. Now he's working with that merchant lord, Kosh. To think I mourned that bastard.
What are you going to do?
Nicholas would have kept such a thing from the guild. The less they know, the less trouble they'll cause. But I'm going to tell the Thieves Guild. I want them to cause a world of trouble, and I want to lay it all on his doorstep. Let's go.
Okay, we'll meet you at the den. Is there another way out? How do we get out? This is fascinating. Did they... Okay, through here. I was about to say, I think they forgot to... to make a way out. Gotta say, it's been a while since we've had a bounty on our heads. Feels good to not have to duck from the law. have a feeling we're gonna have a whole group meeting of sorts. Or not.
I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word. All in all, better than expected.
What is the next step for the Thieves Guild now?
The Iron Wheel is a hurricane that blew into port and smashed everything in its path. Nicholas and Kosh are the ones who set it in motion. Now, we learn what they hold most dear. Then, we take it from them.
Alright.
What about?
Well, Velsa blamed you for what happened in Moloch's path.
Velsa was right, and I don't say that lightly. I am responsible. Edda and Dalder died because of my mistake. Nicholas. I can only pray his death is far worse than what happened to the others.
Did you have any idea of what Nicholas planned?
No. He seemed a bit distant before we first went to Aldenobia Tomb, but it was also the biggest heist we'd ever pulled off. Nothing prepared me for this.
Okay, so let's take a look here at our inventory. Look at our supplies. I'll take this. We'll just sell all those later. Okay, so now let's take a look and see where our skills are with the Thieves Guild. Fine, we're gonna need to pull off a few more jobs. Let's go see if there's another heist that we can pull off. Oh, what is this? Note from Quen. I deciphered my father's ledger. Come to my rooftop retreat when you have a moment. P.S. There's another mustard stain. No judgments. Okay. Let's go see if we can help her find out what happened to her dad.
This one never trusted Ambassador Tarimwe. At least we'll have an embassy in Elden.
Let me see if I can try to remember. The last time we had a very difficult time trying to find her hideout. Took me about 20 minutes, but I think this is where it's right up here. What was that? I think there's a book we need to read. The Elf, the Egg, and Almost Dragon. Yeah, we read that already.
Good, you're here. The old book we found at Sulima Mansion was the key to my father's cipher. His ledger revealed directions to his greatest treasure. It won't bring him back, but if we find it, Abar's Landing will no longer have a hold on me.
You're planning to leave?
I don't know. I don't think so. I've enjoyed my time with the Thieves Guild, even Velsa. And Lady Sulima is a stepmother I never knew. I wouldn't have figured out the cipher without her help.
What do you mean?
We deciphered the ledger together. I'd call out a number, she'd find the letter in the book. It was fun. She's so lonely, cooped up in her mansion. She only has mercenaries to keep her company.
Right, let's figure out where the treasure is.
I know exactly where it is. Here, I'll mark your map. We've been in this together since all this madness began. I can't imagine recovering my inheritance without you at my side. Meet you there when you're ready, partner.
Okay. Let's find Seraldo's treasure, but first let's take a look at the map and see where it is. Okay. We don't want to be heading in that direction.
They say Lord Goddess Lee saved Haven. Looks like we found it.
Wait, did you hear that? I recognize them from Sulima Mansion. Why are they digging?
Are we gonna talk or are you just gonna attack? Guess not.
Supposed to be here.
Lady Sulima?
This is all wrong. They weren't supposed to hurt anyone.
Wait! Get back here!
Please, I never meant to harm anyone. The mercenaries who protect my home, they overheard Quen and I speak of treasure. I promised them a share, and the rest I planned to give to Quen. You must believe me.
Why would you do that?
It was the only way to provide their salary. The Iron Wheel never set foot in my home, yet everything of value has gone to keeping them at bay. None of my fortune remains.
That sounds like an excuse.
It is no excuse. I told myself, Seraldo would want you to have a small portion of his treasure. But he already gave me years of his life that he could not provide to Quen. I was foolish. Please, forgive me.
Well, I guess it's her call.
Living with fear, you lie, you steal, you worry if the ones you love can accept what you've become. Of course I forgive you, Lady Sulima.
Oh, my dear child. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Hush now. I'll bring you to a place where you'll be safe. It's where I live, and where you will too. My father died to protect Lady Sulima from the Iron Wheel. If it was his last wish, I should honor it.
Where will she stay, though?
I'll give her my bunk. Honestly, I prefer hammocks. Lady Sulima won't have the luxuries of a manor, but she'll be safe in the den, as my father would have wanted.
All right.
I'm glad you were part of this. The choice wasn't easy, but it feels like we made the right one.
Don't forget your inheritance. What do you think is inside?
I don't know. Perhaps I'll open the strongbox at my rooftop retreat. Somewhere comfortable and beautiful. You're welcome to stop by and see for yourself.
All right. Let's grab some of this before we end the video. Okay, so we're half an hour in, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.